Hi everyone and welcome to Heartcraftpaper. My name is Monica and today I'm going to show you how to make a lighted card utilizing the Adventure Awaits set from Stamper's Delight. I'll go ahead and link that down below. Here are the items you're going to need for making your card today. Now I printed my images in Cricut Design Space and cut them out, and you have a smaller and a larger one. You're going to need Mowed Lawn Distress Ink, Seedless Preserve Distress Oxide, and black soot, as well as scattered straw. Now I've utilized a couple of the images which I'll link in the description below in Design Space, so that way you have them accessible and ready to use as well. So one of the things you're going to need is a light. Now I chose the Easy Light from Pear Blossom Press just because of the ease of use. You can just tape it down, pull the little plastic tab out of the way, and just go ahead and use. I'll make sure I link that in the description below. Let's go ahead and get our coloring done and out of the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and list the colors as well in the description down below, or you can visit the blog for more information just so we can kind of get through this and make sure that we have enough time to get through the card. One of the things that I liked about this whole entire set was the fact that it was just so simple to color and so easy, and yet I still got a lot of detail into my coloring by using different colors, and I chose to go with greens and kind of pull that all the way through, as well as tans. You're probably wondering why one of my images is smaller than the other. Now that has to do with the fact that the little girl is going to be standing at a distance, so that's why she's much smaller. Now here I have my background ready to go, just to go ahead and start some blending. It does have star cutouts as well as a flame cutout for where the fire pit is going to be. I'm ready for some blending. First, I'm going to start with Seedless Preserve and blend my way up. I'm going to take the grass and see where I need to blend, or at least begin blending, so it's hidden behind the grass. My idea for this blending technique is to create a beautiful evening sky with the hues of purple transitioning up to a darker, almost black type of purple. And that's exactly why I picked the Seedless Preserve and then the black soot. You can see here just how the black soot deepens that purple. It doesn't necessarily make it black. I'm going to give the grass a little bit of dimension just by adding in some Distress Ink in Mowed Lawn. This will just darken up that green a little bit. Okay, so typically for a lighted card you want to use vellum in order to cover over those places where the lights would show through. Now unfortunately I didn't have any, so this is a neat little trick. This is actually tissue paper that I'm coloring in here with scattered straw, and as you can see it's got a nice color. The trick to this is actually using a piece of acetate. You're going to use double-sided tape in order to adhere your tissue paper onto. Now the tissue paper will be on the back side of the acetate. The part that will be on the top side will be the acetate itself. So this way your tissue paper is protected, and yet it still offers color and transparency on your light. Time to adhere the acetate and tissue paper onto the back side of my card. I'm using double-sided tape to do this since you are going to be putting the vellum face out, and you want to make sure that you get as close as possible to the cutouts. Make sure that it's the acetate that's being attached to that double-sided tape. This is what your card will look like on the reverse side. As you can see, it's pretty neat. Because I'm me, I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of dots with my jelly pen here and there just to emulate a couple of stars. The tent image that was in Design Space had stars that allowed me to use those same stars to make my cutouts in my background. And as you can see, I'm trying to steer clear of covering them. Now time to adhere the grass. As you can see as well, here the grass also has a flame cutout to match, and I did this in Design Space. The campfire file that you see here came in multiple layers that allowed me to cut out a section of the flame, the grass, and the background, which was perfect for allowing that light to show through. I'm getting ready to put down my tent, but unfortunately I made a little boo-boo. Everybody's entitled to them, so here you can see that I'm trying to fix that and get that tent right behind the fire. But thank goodness I was able to kind of lift that up and put it where it needs to be. As soon as I finish putting down these tent ties, I'm going to go ahead and add in a couple of tufts of grass here and there, just as the final piece to this. All right, let's make some magic. I'm going to create a border here with my 1/4 inch foam tape because this is the area where my lighting mechanism is going to sit. If you're going to be using a chibi light, then you're going to have to create a positive and negative tape run. Now with these, all you have to do is just tape them down, which is actually pretty neat because it makes it much more simple. I'm just going to go ahead and measure out where I think I'm going to put my button mechanism. As you can see here, I just want to get a feel for it. Once I'm done with figuring out where I'm going to set it, then I'm going to use double-sided tape to adhere it down to the base. Don't forget to remove that little bit of film between the battery and the mechanism, otherwise your light won't work. Once I set the button down, I am going to adhere my card backing onto my card base. And we're set to go. We're down to our final steps, which is just adhering the sentiment with double-sided tape and our kawaii characters with double-sided foam tape. I'm going to give this a quick test. It looks like it's working. I'm going to dim the lights and go ahead and try. Wow, I like that. For more videos and tutorials like these, don't forget to subscribe. Visit the blog for more information at www.heartcraftpaper.com. Thanks for watching Heartcraft Paper.